أهلا بكم طالبات وطلاب جريد 1 بريب. برحب بكم في حلقة ماث جديدة تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. النهاردة هنحل إكزام مع بعض to be ready for your math exam soon إن شاء الله. So let's get started. Question 1. Complete. 81 over 625 equals 25 over 9 to the power of what? As we know 81, we can write it as 9 and 625 as 25, the square root of it. Both of them to the power of 2 equals 25 over 9 to the power of what? What do you observe? We flipped the fraction. When I flip the fraction, we have to keep the we have to keep the exponent but change its sign. So this 2 will be negative 2. Number 2, if 7 minus 2x equals 3, then x equals what? Here, let's reorder it. Negative 2x plus 7 equals 3. Then subtract 7 from both sides. So we will get negative 2x equals negative 4. 3 minus 7 equals negative 4. Then divide by negative 2 both sides. So x equals negative divide by negative positive, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the correct answer is 2. Number 3, 3 to the power negative 1 plus 4 to the power negative 1 equals what? 3 to the power negative 1, it means 1 over 3 to the power of 1. And no need to write this one. Okay, to the power of 1, no need to write it. We can erase it. Then, 4 to the power of negative 1 means 1 over 4 to the power of 1. Why? Because the denominator is 1 for each one of them. Then add them. How can we add fractions? By making cross multiplication. Which case do we have here? Same denominator, of course, no. Can I convert 3 to be 4? No. So cross multiplication. The first one is 4 over 3. Here 4. The 3 lines. Here 4. And the second line is 3, which is 3 times 1. The third line is 12, 4, 3 times 4. So it is 3 and 4, 4 plus 3 over 12, which is 7 over 12. So the final answer is 7 over 12. Number 4, the standard form for this number equals what? First of all, we need to multiply them. 7 times 5 is 35. Then how many decimal places are there in all? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 decimal places. Then put the decimal point. So here we have 2 zeros. To rewrite it in the standard form, I need 1 non-zero digit to the left of the decimal point. So here we have, let's move it. 1, 2, 3. It is enough. I moved to the right 3 steps. So we can write it as 3.5 times 10 to the power of negative 3. And here keep in mind, if we don't have 10, when I move to the right, the answer will, or the sign will be negative. When I move to the left, we will positive. Here, if we don't have 10. Number 5, the probability of the certain event. What is the meaning certain event? It will be happened for sure. So it is 1. And as we know, for any event, the probability of it is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. 0 for the impossible event and 1 for the certain event, and any value between them for any other event. Question 2. Choose the correct answer from those given. Number 1, the sum of the probability for all possible outcomes for a randomly experiment is what? 0, 1, or greater than 1, or less than 1. Of course, it is 1. Why? Because all the possible means 1. The maximum for the probability of any experiment is 1. Number 2. If 3a equals the square root of 4 times b, then a over b equals what? I need a over b. So here we have to divide by b both sides. So it is 3a over b equals the square root of 4 is 2. Then divide by 3. I need only a over b. Divide by 3 both. So a over b equals 2 over 3. We can write it as a ratio here, 2, 2, 3. 2, 2 dots, 3. Question 3, negative 2 over 3 to the power of negative 3 equals what? And we have choices. First of all, here we have negative exponent, so we have to flip the fraction. It is negative 2 over 3. So I need to flip it because of the negative sign. So it will be 3 over negative 2 all to the power of 3. So 3 to the power of 3 and negative 2 to the power of 3. Because of the odd exponent, so the negative sign will be as it is. We will not cancel it. So 3 to the power of 3, which is 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, and 2 will be 8. So the correct answer is number A, or letter A. Question 4. There are 21 boys and 15 girls in the classroom. One pupil is chosen randomly. The probability that chosen pupil a girl, how can I find it? First of all, we need to add them to get the sample of the, or sample space. So it is 5, 5 plus 1, 6, and here 2 plus 1 is 36. So for the girl, the probability of girl is, the number of girls are 15. The number of the girls is 15 over 36. It's not written in the choices, so we need to simplify it. We can divide by 3 up and down. So it will be 5 over 12. The correct answer is 5 over 12. Number 5. The square root negative 8 to the power of 2 plus negative 6 to the power of 2. Let's do it. Here, the square root of negative 8 to the power of 2, first I have to evaluate it, which is 64 plus. Here the square root, and here negative 6 to the power of 2 is 36. Can I get out each number? No, we have to add first. So when I add them, I will get 100. Get it out from the square root, it will be 10. But 10 is not written in the choices. Which value gives us 10? Number A. Why? Because the absolute value of negative 10 is 10. The absolute value of any number is always without sign, or it is a positive. So the correct answer is A. Number 6. 10% of LE 2.5 equals what? LE. 10% means it means 10 over 100. Of means times. 2.5 means 2 times 2, 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Then simplify it. Divide by 2 is 1, or cancel the 0 up and down. Then divide by 5 is 1, divide by 5 is 2. So the answer is 1 over 4, which is A. Question 3. Simplify to the simplest form. Number 1. 3 over 7 all to the power of 0 times negative 2 over 5 all to the power of 2 times the square root of 6 and 1/4. As we know, 3 over 7 to the power of 0 is 1. Any number to the power of 0 is 1 except 0 to the power of 0. Times 2, that means we will cancel the negative sign. Why? Because 2 is even number. So it will be 2 to the power of 2 is 4. And 5 to the power of 2 is 25. Then times. Rewrite 6 and 1/4 as an improper fraction by multiplying. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 is 25 over 4. Then 4 over 25, no need to write 1 because 1 times any number is the same number. Then the the square root of 25 is 5 and the square root of 4 is 2. Divide by 5 up and down. This is 1 and here 5. Then divide by 2 up and down is 1 and here 2. So the answer is 2 over 5. Number 2, find the numerical value of the expression, this one, 3ab plus 8a plus 4b when a equals 4 and b equals negative 2. Let's do it here. Three AB plus 8A plus 4B. Replace the value of A and B. 3 as it is, A is 4. Of course, the relationship is multiplication if there is no sign. B is negative 2 plus 8, 2 or 4 for A plus 4 times B, which is negative 2. 4 times 3, 12. 12 times 2 is negative 24 plus 32, negative 8. Here, it is 8 minus 8 equals 0. So the value is 0. Question 4. Number 1. Find in Q the solution set of 3x plus 1 equals 25. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. All we need is to get the variable alone. How can we get the variable alone? Do the addition and subtraction first. Don't forget, add and subtract first. Here the relationship between 3 and the x is multiplication. Then cancel this one. 3x equals 24. Then divide by 3 both sides, so x is 8. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So the solution set equals 8. Now find the value of 8 times 8 to the power of negative 3 over 8 to the power of negative 4. How can we find it? 8 times 8 to the power negative 3 and 8 negative 4. In multiplication, add. So I can add those immediately. This 8 is 4, 1, or the exponent of it is 1. So up we will get 8 to the power of negative 2. And down we have 8 to the power of negative 4. In division, for the same base, we have to subtract the exponent. So start from up. 8 to the power of negative 2 minus negative 4. Don't forget. So it is 8 to the power of negative 2 plus 4, which is 8 squared. And 8 squared is 64. 8 times 8. Question 5. A factory of tire record distance that traveled by a certain type of them before damage for 800 units of these type of the following as following. The distance in 1,000 kilometers, the number of damaged tire. Less than 50 is 80, 50 to 100, 120, more than 100 till 150 is 280, and more than 150 is 320. The first required is before or find the, if you bought type of this tire, what is the probability of change it here? Before travel 50,000 kilometers. We have to return back. 50,000 kilometers. Before it means less than 50, which is 80. And I have to divide it by what? By 800. This is the sum. So the value will be, or the answer will be 1 over 10. It is 80 over 800, which is 1 over 10. The second one, after traveled more than 100,000 kilometers. Let's return back to it. More than 100. How can we find it? Here. More than 100 till 150. It is with us. And more than 150, it's also more than 100. So more than 100 means all what comes after 100. So I need to add both. 280 plus 320. 280 plus 320. Here 0 and 10 and 6. 600. And the probability equals 600 over 800. The total is 800. Cancel the 2 zeros. So divide by 2 up and down, it will be 3 over 4. So the correct answer is 3 over 4. Find in Q the solution set of 2x plus 5 less than 16. Here we have multiplication and addition. Let me ask you, what do we have to do first? Of course, addition. The inverse operation for addition is subtraction. So we have to subtract 5 from both sides. It is 2x less than 11. Then divide by 2 both sides. So x is less than 11 over 2. How can I write it? The solution set equals x, and the x belongs to Q, x less than 11 over 2. Now, let's do another one. And keep in mind, when we divide or multiply by negative number, we have to flip the sign of the inequality. And that's what will we talk about it now. So 9 minus 5x is greater than or equal to 3. How can I solve it? In Q, I need the solution in Q, the rational numbers. First, the better way or the best way is to reorder the equation or the inequality, to start with the variable greater than or equal to 3. Why I reorder it? Because some of the students don't know what is the value or what is the relationship between 9 and negative 5. Most of them will add. No, we will subtract. This negative or this sign is for the negative. It is negative 5x. So here we have plus 9. I need to do the inverse operation for this addition, which is negative 9 from both. Take a line. I cancel the 9 and 9 here. Then negative 5x as it is greater than or equal to 3 minus 9 equals negative 6. Now, how can we get x alone? We have to divide by negative 5. When you divide by negative number, don't forget to flip the sign before completing writing. Okay, so here it is negative 5x over negative 5 less than or equal. It was greater than or equal, now it is less than or equal, and then complete the other side. So x is less than or equal to negative divided by negative is positive. So 6 over 5. So the solution set is equal to x, and x belongs to Q, then x less than or equal to 6 over 5. Let me ask you a question. Is 6 over 5 is a solution for this inequality? Yes, of course. Why? Because of the equal sign. So that means x or 6 over 5 is with us as a solution. Any less number than or any small number than 6 over 5, it will be with us as a solution. But what about 2, 3? Is it solution? 2 is a solution for this inequality? Of course, no. 2 is not a solution because it is not less than 6 over 5. Let's take another one. Negative 4x less than or equal to 2 and 1 over 4. Here we have negative 4, so I need to divide by negative 4. Before completing writing, we have to change the sign of the inequality. It was less than or equal, then it becomes greater than or equal. And here 2, 1 over 4, divide by negative 4. When I divide, of course, we will cancel the negative 4 with each other. So x is greater than or equal. Now, let's rewrite the mixed number as an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9 over 4. Divide by negative 4. Do you remember what do we have to do in the division? K, F, C. Keep the first one as it is. So keep 9 over 4 as it is. Flip negative 4. So this negative 4 is over 1, so it becomes 1 over negative 4. We can write the negative 4 the numerator or denominator, or even we can write it beside the fraction bar. And C is for change division to multiplication. So x is greater than or equal. When we multiply, we have to multiply 9 times negative 1 is negative 9, and 4 times 4 is 16. So x is greater than or equal to negative 9 over 16, and we can write it like that. The solution set equals x, and x belongs to Q, then x is greater than x greater than or equal to negative 9 over 16. And that's all about our lesson. I hope it was clear for everyone.